Hello, my name is Katarína Pániková. I work as a project manager in the organization NGO called Škola do Korán, which translates as Wide Open School. We are based in Bratislava, Slovakia, and we are a small non-profit, and what we usually work at the intersection of education and social inclusion, which means that we mostly work with teachers, with parents, and then with children, and mostly with children who face real barriers to quality education, like Roma children, migrant children, or children with difficult backgrounds in general. We train teachers, we engage families, we invent different approaches, learning strategies that work in diverse classrooms. And why we do it? The core belief of ours is that each child deserves a good start, not only those children who were born in the best of circumstances. The project started basically from just an observation that children learn best when they are outdoors, or they are very natural learners when they're outdoors, which means that they observe, they connect things, they express their emotions, they use their whole bodies. And we thought it would be best probably to build around this natural way of learning and come up with some tools that can help use this in the official learning at school or at kindergarten. So if you imagine a child of 5-year-old that is playing in a puddle or exploring a puddle, you see that in a very short period of time when they're playing, they experience physics, they experience biology, they experience some emotional connection, or they can even like negotiate for some things like who gets the boots and who doesn't. So it's a very natural way of learning. And so this is basically the core of the project, to take this natural way of learning and build something usable around it. And we realized that there is a gap between how children usually learn at school and how they actually learn outdoors. And this is also backed by research, so meaning that it is clear that outdoor learning, emotional development, all this is very important, but this is not how it always happens at school or at the kindergarten. So we wanted to introduce this approach, but not only for schools that already are very high quality or have great resources, or they have access to beautiful garden or something, but it should be something that is for every school, for all schools and all children, also for busy teachers with packed curricula. So we wanted to introduce these tools for everyone. The core output we are producing is this toolkit with hands-on activities for outdoor learning. We wanted the activities to be very much aligned with what the teachers have to teach anyhow, to actually make it very easy for them, because we wanted to avoid having just this document that will be maybe downloaded and never used. So this would not be what we want. We would like it, the activities and this approach, to be used as widely as possible. So we made sure to map all the activities against the national curricula in the countries where we are piloting. That's Slovakia, Slovenia, Poland, and Croatia. We are going to do the training of trainers. So we are going to train 8 trainers. These trainers then are going to do local trainings for the teachers in their countries, in their own language and in their own context. The approach is going to be piloted in 8 to 12 schools with more than 600 children that are going to be directly involved. We are also going to form an international online learning community, a learning community for those practitioners who are interested in outdoor learning and who are open to this approach. So they will keep being supported also after the project ends. And we are also going to produce a policy brief based on the findings that we have during the project. For children, we'd like for them to have more joy, to be able to show their curiosity, to follow what interests them, to create more sense of belonging for them. For teachers, we'd like them to be more confident in going outdoors and teaching outdoors, and to be less isolated and provide them with practical tools that actually fit the curriculum. And also for parents, we have this idea that they might realize that it is actually when they observe their children that they are counting stones or listening to birds outdoors or just observing the movement of water, anything like this, that this is actually learning. We picked our partners in the project very deliberately because each of the partners has a very specific knowledge and expertise that they can contribute that we couldn't do without. So we have ICDI, the International Child Development Initiative, who is leading the toolkit development because they're very well known for their high quality and evidence-based, but also very beautiful to use resources, educational resources that they produce. We have our Croatian partner, Korak po Korak, who are very experienced in inclusion and inclusive early childhood learning. Then we have Pedagoški Institute, a Slovenian partner, who are our evaluation partners, so who are going to keep us real about what works and what doesn't in what we've produced, and then to adapt accordingly. And Profil, who are experts in social emotional learning. And then also ISA, that is going to help us with the dissemination reach and the policy voice across Europe and beyond. We are going to pilot in 4 different educational systems. We are hoping that if we manage to create something that is usable across 4 different national curricula, that this kind of approach then could be also useful for other countries.